So, you have a story for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's called The Redemption. Oh, that's a horrible name. I think we need to change it. Oh, okay then. I have a bunch of names like Hidden Codex and In a Sea of Stars. Wow, these all sound great. It's almost like you took them from other people. Yeah, I figured since our audience is gonna be a total of 6 people, why not just plagiarize others? Can't argue with that. Anyways, all of the names I have here sound very illogically logical, so I think we can decide on that later. Wait, repeat that weird thing you said. Illogically logical? And the other thing? We can decide later? Yeah. Let's decide things later. So tell me about the story. Okay, so we're going to meet this guy named Kenni, and he's going to try and get himself promoted to a high communist. A what? But before he can, he needs to travel back in time with his boss, Leo, in order to kill Hitler. Wait, isn't that going to heavily impact the setting in the future? Not one bit. Well, okay then. So they travel back in time to 1939 Germany and meet up with this guy named Parko, who has these cool beta powers. Oh wow, what do these powers do? Barely matters. Anyways, we're going to meet this guy named Jason, who was a former high communist. Wow, this Clodovia character sounds really interesting. I hope he doesn't die. How did you get Clodovia from Jason? You said Clodovia was a former high communist, right? What was he doing in Germany? Well, you see, it turns out he was actually sent back in time a year ago, but accidentally ended up in Germany in 1929. So you're saying Kenni and Leo traveled back in time 1 year after Clodovia traveled back in time, but 10 years have already passed for Clodovia? What's with the time jump? Listen, sir, I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about the logistics of time travel. Oh, okay, let me get off of that thing. Great. So anyways, the gang meet up with this guy working for Hitler named Shocky, who is just super buff, definitely historically accurate. And then the group is going to have to fight Hitler and his giant RGB mech. Oh no, I'm sure that's going to be hard for a couple of guys to beat. Actually, it's going to be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh really? Yeah, they just shoot a missile here and there, Hitler dies, Shocky joins the good guys, and Kenni loses an arm. Wow, I'm surprised. This ended up being a really short story. But at least we'll save a lot of time and brain power writing this thing, right? Oh, I'm not done. You have a sequel arc? I have 2 sequel arcs. Wow. So in the second arc, we're going to be introduced to like everyone in the communist organization. You know, it really feels like we should change the group's name down the line, because I don't think everyone's going to be too happy knowing that the good guys are, well, fair enough. But we're still going to call all the higher-ups in this arc high communists. Ooh, you should get everyone's superpowers. What? Why? Because. Well, okay then. So tell me about these characters. Well, we have Jaehao, who becomes the leader of the group after he kills the previous leader. Oh wow. But like in a funny way. Oh, okay. Then we have Catherine, who likes to murder people, Jackie, who is really good at geography, and Tracy, who is literally the best person ever. Now it turns out these 4 characters have a connected backstory where all of them witnessed their sensei die right in front of them. What? Are you gonna include this into the story? Oh no, I'm gonna get someone else to write that. Oh, okay, cause I was about to say that this idea sounded a little too brutal, that it was almost like someone else wrote that. Yeah. So anyways, we're also gonna have Kin, who is a really lonely gravekeeper and witnessed like 300 people die right in front of him. Is that gonna be in the story? It's also gonna be written by someone else. But why is everyone's backstory? We also have Robin, who was abused literally the day he was born, but when he first meets the high communist, he's gonna act all happy and totally normal. Ooh, sounds like a very memorable character with an interesting history and personality. I hope he continues to be a major part of the story. He's the bad guy and he has no screen time. Oh. We also have Kyra, who is super edgy. Wait, isn't that the name of your dream anime waifu who you always keep talking about on Twitter? Oh, whoops, you got me. You see, since I'm a certified virgin, I thought the only way for me to get laid would be to literally create a fictional character and tell everyone that I want to be friends with her. I think everyone will definitely not make fun of you, and will definitely not be talked more about it often than you'd like, to the point where you start hating everything about her. I think so too, sir. Anyways, she and Robin are going to be artificial humans made from the blood of Hitler. That sounds like a terrible idea. I want you to change that. Already done. So Kyra is going to have a very abusive mother who always compares her to her sister Annalise, who will appear in the 3rd arc. Okay, building up foreshadowing. I like that. And then, in an after story, we're going to find out that Kyra tried to freeze herself to death at like the age of 9. What? We also have Jason, who just had a normal life, you know. Like, he was just friends with Parko and all that stuff. Finally, something that isn't sad. Wanna tell me more about this Parko? He was raised by pirates since his real parents left him the day he was born. Okay. And in the third arc, he and Annalise are gonna have some romantic developments. That sounds like the best idea ever. Who's even this Annalise person? She's the sister of Kyra and her backstory. Their mother abandoned them and their dad died. Oh, what is wrong with you? We also have Brandy who... Okay, could we maybe tone down the sad backstories here? I'm starting to find it hard to believe that these characters are somewhat functioning members of society. Oh, okay. Also, most of these people sound like people we know. Yeah, pretty neat coincidence, huh? Did you forget to make up names for most of these characters, so you just went through our employees list and picked out everyone's names? Ah, sir, you got me. Whoops. Whoopsies. What's next? Are you gonna add Tom the janitor and Karina our new accountant? Well... Wait, what? Anyways, so this is going to take place within a castle on an island somewhere in the Hudson's Bay. Why did they settle there out of all places? Unclear. Oh, okay. Anyways, you said you had a third arc? Yeah, I do, but I didn't write it yet. Wait, what? But you said you had... Don't worry. I'll write that after I'm finished the second one. Well, sounds good. Keep these coming, because I'm pretty sure everyone reading would definitely want to find out what happens after the second arc. And then in an after story, we're gonna find out that Kyra tried to freeze herself to... Shoot. And then in an after story, we're gonna find out that Kyra... Shoot! Stop it! No! We also have Brandy who... Okay, could we maybe tone it down with the sad backstories here? I'm starting to find it hard to believe that these characters...